Oh, shit.
Here it is.
Well, this time it was 2 weeks, and it took me 2 weeks to remember that.
You're supposed to make a new one?
I already made it. I just haven't uploaded it to the thing yet.
I made it, but it ain't been uploaded. Talking Normies podcast.
Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Talking Normies podcast. It is us, the Talking Normies podcast crew. It is me, your illustrious host, Chris Funderburg Johnson.
Yo, we can't talk about Attack on Titan. The Doug Crooked is not in that. So.
I know. I just said Attack on Titan. No spoilers.
Okay. All right.
I've never seen it at all.
Don't worry. The thing I want to talk about it is very high level. Introduce yourselves, please.
I am Pat.
Spidey.
What up? It's Micky, and yes, I am wearing a polo underneath the jersey. It just kind of is what it is today. You know?
We had a long break.
Yeah, we did.
How have y'all been doing?
We've been good.
We can't talk about why though, right?
Not yet.
Can we not?
No, we cannot.
We cannot. We can talk high level.
I kind of teased it in the girls' podcast.
Well,
don't
you
worry.
fucked up, dude.
God damn.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, we can't say, but you know, we were busy. We had
was a lot of
guests.
We had guests. We did a collaboration with. We can talk about the collaboration part.
They don't know
We're
who
hyping it up.
guest is.
We
Yeah,
did a collab with. We had a guest implies we did a collaboration.
Right.
We just had
Allegedly.
someone come to the studio and they just walked around and did a little walk around tour. And they
It
did.
was super cool. We had
Allegedly.
fun.
So we did a little bit of collaboration and it was fun on a bun.
Allegedly.
Yes.
But before we get into that, we're gonna get into our actual weekend catch up. What have you guys been doing?
Oh, goddamn, that's my goddamn weekend catch up right there.
That was really it. Yeah.
I mean, hold on, we haven't been on the podcast in 2 weeks.
I can't remember what
So-
happened the week before.
Just you haven't done anything between podcasts. You haven't done anything.
I can't remember the week before. Yeah.
I okay. It was more house stuff, but you guys saw the picture
Yeah.
of the little thing
Yeah,
I did.
okay.
I finished the wall. So
Describe it to the viewers. They haven't seen
So
the
I have
photo.
this tiny little room next to my living room, and I turned it into like a reading nook. I have like this really comfy bean bag that was in the previous house. It was just left there, so I brought that over, and I had the bookcase right there on the wall. I did a little accent thing where I found these like fake plant. Actually, I was with you guys at the ramen place where remember I was
You're like, I'm gonna do this
that
back
was
here.
That was the inception. So I looked it up and I made a wall of like fake plants and I ran LED lights through it and it's just like a nice little chill vibe there now. So I'm pretty. That's like the coolest interior design thing I've ever done. So
That's nice.
Like heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're like a manly man now. You're
It's
fucking
chill. Yeah,
Bob
dude.
the
I
Builder.
had a drill. They were
Ooh.
like walling.
shit.
I bought a laser level
shit.
for no reason.
You know, I bought we have in our bedroom. It's in the like attic of the house. So all the ceilings are slanted, and I wanted to build a closet. And I just want you guys. And then I went out to get like an angle measurer.
Yeah.
And I just want you to guys imagine what a roof looks like and the walls in that room. What do you think the angle on the roof is? If you had to guess.
Like your roof?
Yeah, like the roof of my house and then the walls. If you had to guess that angle, what would you guess it to be?
Of the
45?
roof.
Yes, it's exactly 45. I wasted
45.
As soon as, yeah,
45 degrees.
as soon as I put the stupid leveler up to it, I was like, obviously it's 45. Why did I was like, why did I spend $12 on this thing? You can't take it back. And I just looked at it and like it looked back at me and it was like, obviously I'm 45, dude. You might as well have measured a right angle. And I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh man. that's
Spidey, what have you been up to? Couple of weeks.
Man, I'm really trying to even think.
I know you've been working out. I know you had a recent weight update.
Yeah, I finally dropped under 200 pounds.
Nice.
Under 200?
Yeah.
For the first time since when?
God, it's been like 10 years. It's been
Dang.
15. It's been a while.
And what's
It's been a long time.
what's the goal you're trying to get to again?
I think I'm going to go for 190 and then just kind of start bulking up.
Solid.
Yeah.
Damn, that boy's out here clowning.
Yeah, I'm going to lose some weight and then I'm going to gain some weight.
Congratulations.
Hey, right on.
So aside from working out and losing a bunch of weight, what else?
God, what did we do? Because I know we did something. I did some handiwork with my brother.
Ooh, what kind?
A lady needed a safety door put in, so we got our door out with a
Hey,
safety
get out of
door.
here! Get your ass out of here! You know who I'm talking to. Sorry, guys, we've got giant furry rats here in the studio.
We have an intruder.
A little chibi wolf's trying to get in.
All right.
Then we also replaced like a
You scared her off.
Something else. That's why she hates Chris.
I know.
The dog does not like Chris or Hunter for some reason. That's really mainly it though. Hung out with my brother. It was
Nice.
a good time. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a bit.
What about you, young Patrick?
I already told you.
You and Mickey.
No, I don't know. I thought it's been 2 whole weeks.
I can't remember what I did the week before. I swear I can't. I don't know.
Well, there's one thing we did yesterday that we're in the process of. This is my really bad segue into this.
I hadn't done my weekend catch up, but I'll do it after. Let's do it after. Let's do it after.
Okay.
But we want to know what you did.
Yesterday we shot a little sponsorship promo.
Yeah.
I'm editing it right now. If you notice, there's a bottle of scotch on the table.
That's not a bottle. That's a cardboard box.
We're not obligated to promote this on this podcast, but we're going to do it anyways because it just is that dope.
It is really good.
The bottle is going to be half empty because we've been going ham on it. But it's from a company called Moth and Wolf. Well, it's the Chivas company, but they made a scotch in collaboration with The Last of Us Part 2. This is really for the video game, not the show. But it's called Moth and Wolf. It's a limited edition Last of Us edition scotch. Only 1,100 bottles are made.
We got one.
I bought two.
I bought one too.
I ordered two because once they're gone, they're gone. And we tried it. And it's delicious. Like you know how companies always like describe their product in like extravagant ways. Well, this one says notes of honey and vanilla that subtly lay the foundation for a rich, smoky flavor that lingers but never overpowers the palate. And
Ooh la la!
And I'm telling you, that's literally exactly what's sipping. Like that's so accurate that I can't. It's not even funny.
Spidey, after we're done, you gotta take it. You gotta have it.
It is like for breakfast. I don't care.
It's so good. Obviously, if you're underage, you can't be a part of this. Be responsible. But if you want to grab a bottle, we will leave a link in the description. Use code Moth and Wolf to get 10% off of your purchase. Only 1,100 bottles made. So if you want a little piece of video game / alcohol, pop culture, there you go. It's legit good. Like you
gotta get two. Like you're gonna drink one, and then you gotta keep one to.
I should have bought three then because I bought one for myself, and I think I'll open it if and when Last of Us 3 ever comes out.
Ooh.
You're not gonna open it right away?
No, I'm gonna.
So the last time you drank it was the last time you're going to drink this?
I'm gonna keep aging that, dude. Yeah, because
I don't believe in that shit,
that's
man.
even better because like I know how. But like if you keep aging it, it's gonna get better.
That has to be Asian
and then
barrels.
I bought the second one. I bought the second one from my brother-in-law.
By next year, you're gonna forget when you bought it.
Right. By next year, the aging process is going to make it 2% better.
No, it says on the bottle it was 2013, which is when the outbreak day happened in the video game. So
that's cool.
Slick.
Yeah,
I can never save mine. I got a bottle at home right now that's supposed to be aged. I think it's a couple years old. It's beer, and I'm like, I'm just gonna drink this. Like I'm not waiting for a special occasion. I'm waiting for a day when I'm like, it's nice out.
It doesn't age in the bottles. Oh dang.
So the aging also happens in the bottle. The aging just happens in the barrels.
I know you're right.
It's just in the barrel.
I think it's in the barrels.
The only
whatever. I just want to keep it on my shelf and be
like,
like, this is a 25-year.
Yeah. Can you just put it in a barrel? Like,
no, he doesn't own a barrel.
You can get a small barrel from.
You better be a
barrel.
Okie.
Yo,
factor.
why don't wait? Let's
do.
invent a scotch that just comes in like a barrel. There has to be.
There probably is.
There has to be one that comes in like a little barrel.
We'll look it up. If there's not, we'll make a normie scotch.
Yeah.
It's
Like
taste
straight up.
absolute normal scotch.
But anyways, that's our little promo for this. Last of Us limited edition. Get yours. They're gonna be gone.
Oh yeah,
I bought two. I bought two already. So you're down to like.
I just leave it out.
Sorry, Chris. So what was your weekend?
I had to do some bus stuff.
Oh,
bus stuff.
The water pump on our bus wasn't strong enough to give us good water pressure in the shower. So I wasn't the person who installed it. So I had to uninstall it, and then I had to get a new pump and reinstall that. And I sprayed myself with a bunch of water, a whole bunch. I managed to get it in, and while I was getting it in and testing everything, the pump was better and the water pressure was better. My bench that all of my water stuff is under, it's also a bench for sitting on, fell and it cracked in half.
What?
Because it's all like pieces of wood glued together, and it's always like the bus has like really high temperatures, right? Like it's either cold or really hot. So it flexes and it's fine, but it fell and it broke, and I was like, damn. Well, now I need to fix this broken bench, and I didn't do that. I just flipped it around backwards, and we're gonna fix it later. But did that, and then I installed a tushy on my toilet.
A tushy.
It is it's a bidet. And it is great.
I looked it up, and it looks like a pretty solid bidet.
Sir,
is it a bamboo nozzle?
No. The nozzles are just super cute looking.
So I got a question.
Is it
the trajectory of this, because I've been watching this movie. The trajectory of this bidet. So if like,
are you about to segue this into Hidden Figures?
I hope not.
Jesus. Don't disrespect NASA and black people all at once.
And women, like just all three.
Okay, so the trajectory of the water, what are you asking?
So
it is a parabola.
So like when it takes the shit out, like cleans the shit, right? Because like I feel like
Are you worried that the water is gonna shoot the shit into your balls?
No, yeah, that too.
Okay.
But also, I'm also worried that there's just not going to be enough of water force to get out because you need to put force to clean your shit.
Sure. Well, water pressure, I don't know if you know this, has really good force to it. And let me tell you, yeah, it works super well. But then is it going to hurt
your booty hole?
No.
Is it like a little power washer?
Yeah, a little tight power washer.
I feel like it stings when you need a power washer. Your skin stings, doesn't it? Not
Look, man, don't have a booty hole like a bitch.
You could have a bitch
because it was awesome, super clean. Only had to use one piece of folded toilet paper like a normal human being, and it worked out super well.
We need to get sponsored by that.
I literally turned it on and sat there for like less than a minute. It was like, all right, Gucci.
A whole minute? You gotta wait?
I said less than a minute. I just said, didn't I just say?
He actually said less than in front of it.
59 seconds.
59 seconds. And then I turned it off, did the wipe. Nothing was there, and I was like, "Oh, man, I just dried up."
That'd be great for you weirdos that wad up your toilet paper to wipe.
Okay, first of all, I am ready to buy 2 fake butts and a jar of Nutella and scientifically prove this.
I don't do that.
We have a fake.
We can set up a MythBusters vlog. We can settle this debate.
Super down.
I will do that.
Science. Let's do it.
But it has to be the same booty hole for everyone, because
it needs 2 identical butts.
Average Joe Gamer, John Gamer. Thank you. Let me also say this. So this is what pushed me to get this, is that the last episode of South Park was about this. And I was like, oh, they're getting onto some shit. Let me look it up. And I saw this video. And in the first few seconds of the video, the dude was like, let me ask you this. He's like, if you fall down in mud and you get mud all over your hands, are you going to clean your hands with a dry paper towel? And I was like, well, I'm sold. You're going to wash your hands with water, right?
I mean, you got to wet the paper.
You don't. Who's wetting the toilet paper before you use it?
I do.
You wet?
You wet your toilet paper?
I go wet and dry.
What are you wetting your toilet paper with,
how do you
Micky?
wet your toilet paper?
Water.
From where?
You pull your toilet paper wad because you do the weird wad thing.
No, I go dry till it's clean. Then for like the extra, I go wet and then dry.
Where are you getting a wet one from?
The sink, which is like pretty.
So you get up, go to the sink.
It's close to my after all of it's been clean. I don't just I don't just go like the banana.
Well, you can get
peanut butter cheese.
I'm not smearing my way to the.
Those flushable wipes aren't actually flushable either.
Yeah. What do you mean?
They are fucking up the sewer system heavily.
Who says that?
The sewers.
Science.
The Ninja Turtles are upset. Main point of the story is while you're doing all of that extra work, Mickey, just get a bidet.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time.
America kind of gets big on being like, this is the way things are, and we're never changing that shit. Like with the metric system, with us not liking public transportation, and also apparently bidets. And it's like, nah, dog, like. That's it. Don't listen to Big Toilet Paper. I'm about to get shot out here.
Can I come to your house and try a bidet? Because I don't want to buy one if I don't like it.
Please come to my house and poop. Yes.
All right.
I'll show you how it works beforehand because I can't be in there to give you the tutorial.
Okay.
It is funny.
You can't show it because if you turn it on,
you put a cup right there.
What do you mean a cup right there? There's gonna be splash.
It's water. You hold the cup here so
it's
that
not clean.
The water from the toilet isn't clean. The water in the back of your toilet that comes from the same place your sink water comes from isn't clean.
You know that,
but it's toilet water.
Yeah, it's toilet water.
It's not. It's clean water until it goes down to the toilet.
You think your house separates the toilet water separately?
You drink that water?
You can. If you drink tap
emergency,
water,
I would.
Yeah, if you drink tap water, it's the same water.
Did you know that? It's two different water systems.
I believe
in your house.
No. I believe it's the same water, but it's gross because it's toilet water.
If you get a brand new toilet and it fills up in the back, it's just fresh water in the back.
Bullshit.
Of a brand new clean bowl.
I mean, I know it is, but that's
Pat,
no.
So you think you have 2 different water tanks at your house, one for the toilet and one for everything else?
City is running a specific toilet water line.
Isn't like the water there's sewer water and then there's regular water.
The sewer water is used water.
The sewer water is the output.
Yeah,
that's your output.
Yeah.
So oh my god.
What do you own a house?
we just fucked Pat up.
Well, anyway, moral of the story is get a bidet, install it yourself. It's awesome. Also, I didn't tighten it up all the way, and so it had been doing a small drip leak, and it's been for like 2 days. And Marquette was like this morning, she was like, "Babe, the tushy's leaking," and I come in there and I was like, "Oh, our toilet paper's a little wet," and then like I cleaned it up. And then I tightened it up and got it to stop leaking. I put a towel down and everything. And then I was thinking to myself, and I was like, I should probably check the basement. And I went down to the basement. I was like, yeah.
Oh no.
That's a pretty good leak.
Oh no.
I mean, we got a basement, so it's all just in the concrete.
Yeah.
Like it's
Dummy.
and there's a small gap in between our floors. So like some of the subfloor is wet, but it's mostly all in
That's
the basement.
dangerous in the cold. If it gets to freezing again, then you could have cracks.
Yeah,
It's not gonna freeze anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not gonna freeze it.
It's not gonna freeze for long enough that the inside of my house is gonna get.
Well, then
that
it's
cold.
gonna be moist and moldy.
I got a
It's
question.
part of our basement that's already moist and moldy. Yeah,
What? You gotta get that out of there. That's dangerous.
Moist and mold.
I'm just fucking with you.
So I have a question for you, bidet.
Yeah.
Everyone has different types of butts. So how does a bidet know how to shoot?
Yeah.
Layer.
Well, perfect
Angle.
answer for you. Move.
Yeah,
You move.
You make sure it hits.
If it's not hitting where it needs to hit, scoot up or
That's
scoot
more
back.
work. The toilet paper is so much easier.
That's literally not.
Well,
And the amount of the range of motion you have to
make
move.
calculations with this bidet.
it would just be like
You
a
scoot
water
forward
fountain
by
on
an
your
inch,
butt.
you scoot back by an inch. Or you can lean to the side with a wad of paper and massage your butt.
How about if you have a bigger butt, so then you sit up higher? So how does it get up higher?
What the fuck are you talking about, Pat?
Are you talking about the position of the butthole?
Wait,
Like in relation to the
So
curve of
when you go poop, is your poop coming through 5 inches of cheeks? What are you talking about,
you made
bro?
it sound like there's a butthole on your lumbar. Like,
What are you talking about?
what's wrong with your ass, man? Just sit down and get the water fountain in it.
Scoot forward or scoot back by an inch?
But like when you're sitting down, if someone has a bigger butt, right? Then that means when the poop they're sitting up higher, because there's more.
They got more cheeks to go
Yeah. So like if it's gonna come down, so like let's say.
Were you like sitting on like a memory foam? Like
through. Pat, have you ever been with a lady who has a really big butt?
No.
Because you don't like big
problem.
butts, right?
No, I don't like big butts.
How come you ain't been with a lady with a really big butt?
It's just having a big butt.
Okay, well, when you get the chance, I want you to take a notice of her butt and how clean it probably is. There's a way. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a scientist, because I'm not letting people like sit on my face or anything, but I'm pretty sure when you sit on something, your butt kind of smushes in and spreads just a little bit, thus by exposing the whole of your anus to the toilet easily and not pooping through 5 inches of cheeks. And that's probably where we should end this. Jesus.
It can go so far.
You know, we could talk about bidets all day. It's taking wave across America.
All right, so we did a collaboration. Who would you guys like to collaborate with one day?
Oh.
Like as normies or just anybody?
Anything. Like, all right, but here's the catch. They have to be YouTubers. You can't be like, I want to work with Dwayne Johnson. That's not what I'm asking you.
Coffeezilla. I don't know in what capacity because it's like a totally different industry.
Yeah.
But Coffeezilla. Maybe for like a podcast or something. Dude, he made it to Joe Rogan, bro. He's on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Damn.
Yes.
Bro.
But how's he on Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan's a righty and he's a lefty.
Joe Rogan's
No,
more
Joe
libertarian
Rogan is
than anything, but let's be for they already.
Yeah.
I can't
It's
pause
just,
this.
I don't know. He's just kind of blown up. I don't think you have to be like
Whatever.
certain stance to be on that show.
Anyway, Coffeezilla, that'd be good.
The
Spidey?
dudes that do the like live action fight choreography for superhero stuff, like those fights, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Reanime.
They'd have to train me too, so I'm kind of it's a win-win there.
Nice.
Or the gun place that John Wick trained at, Keanu Reeves trained at.
Okay.
'Cause they have a nice little YouTube going on.
Hitchcock 45. I don't like any of his politics.
Yes.
I would love to go to his shooting range.
Bro, yes.
If you want to know who I'm giving a pass to be a super fucking Trumper and be like, oh God, I don't want to. Let's not, but like go to his shooting
he's such
range.
a wholesome old guy.
I mean, that's all fucking old dudes. Hitchcock 45. Hitchcock 45.
He's probably like one of the more famous like gun reviewers on the YouTube, and his backyard gun range. It's insane.
See, I want to go less for him and more for the gun range.
Yeah,
he's got a really cool range behind his house.
So you could review guns on YouTube.
Yes.
But you can't see titties on YouTube.
Oh, actually, you can.
Well,
pretty easily.
Yeah.
There's a nude
it's like
blogger that I follow. She like reviews nude beaches and she's naked all the time.
So you can do that nowadays?
If it's like educational.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
As long as it's not sexual. I mean, yeah.
Y'all, you gonna show your stuff?
Yeah, Pat. Who you collabing with?
Honestly, I
Hodge
don't
twins?
really watch that many YouTubers, but there's one. I think we all know them, RDC World for sure. But there's also like another YouTuber, like he does more commentary, like not like skits or anything like that. So I would like to do something with Sporting Logically.
Okay.
Just to like, I don't know, maybe like work on an off season Like, cause like most of the types of content that he does is like he evaluates NBA contracts, like, and then see how they're performing to their team.
Interesting.
So
that's pretty interesting.
So I kind of want to check. Like, I kind of want to see like how he does it.
That's
But yeah, I think it'd be super interesting.
I'd also want to collab with Curtis Connor.
Curtis Connor.
Yeah, no, Curtis. I like to do Tune Tariq, FD Signifier, or Corridor Digital. FD Signifier talks about a lot of. He's like one of those dudes who's like kind of leading people away from the manosphere, and he's talking about like just I don't know, like essentially he's a modern man, and he talks about like modern man shit, which I really fucks with heavy. Toon Tariq talks about a lot of cartoons, and it's all drawn. His whole entire channel's drawn. It's just like keyframes, so he's not like doing a whole bunch of animation, but they're always talking about old cartoons, and I love that. Like I do a Boondocks episode, and it would be super tight. Ooh. And then Quarter Digital, they're always doing fun, cool special effects shit. It's like I would love to do some of that shit. That'd be awesome.
There's a couple of different drag queens that Bria always watches, and whenever I'm just listening in the background, I am like crying, laughing. So like Trixie and Katia, and Bob the drag queen, I think would be solid groups to collab with, because Bob drag queen's like just by themselves, but they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of really good YouTubers. Just, I don't know. I just think that's one of those things that we don't talk about in the office super much. We kind of get our heads down about like doing the work here, but always reaching out. And we got our groups of people we do collab with, but thinking about other people's collab with, I just don't be an interesting one. Yeah. All right, so we're moseying through. I got one for y'all here.
That's a good one.
The Oscars are coming tomorrow, I think.
Hey. What does that actually mean? Like, what are the Oscars?
Can I say? I don't care about the Oscars.
How do you get elected for the? What is it? Movies?
You have to do a campaign, and then the Academy picks.
So you have to do a campaign?
Yeah.
That's doo-doo.
Yeah.
You have to like people get screwed out of.
The Oscars is pretty racist, right?
It is very like just a. I don't want to be disrespectful about it, because like for an actor, like it is a very prestigious thing.
Yeah.
But like the institution as a whole, it does feel very like self-masturbatory.
It's outdated. The Grammys are like, you start to see a lot of people kind of be like I think Drake for a long time was like, fuck the Grammys. Like, I'm just not going to Grammys. And like once the biggest artists on the planet kind of stopped caring, it's different for the Oscars because it takes a team, it takes all these people. So it's not like up to like really one person to make that decision. But the Oscars are coming. Yes, they are indeed problematic. Yes, we did a reaction to the Oscars and we were all dressed to the nines. And I honestly think I could dress better than that now. So maybe we should revisit that. But fuck the Oscars. We're going to talk about them anyway. All right, so
frick the Oscars, dude.
Yeah, I accept the cookies. So I'm just going to read through a couple of the categories, and I just want to talk about it, because here's the thing: is I think that we have also, maybe me and Micky. Spidey, I don't know your movie watching history, but I think me and Micky were like film buffs for a while. Yeah. But we kind of fell away from watching movies, so I want to talk about a few of the movies, and I want to see if you guys have seen them. So we're going to go through like 4 or 5 of the categories.
So Oscars are only like movies for like Tootsie people, like nose in the air movie.
Foo shit?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to get to it. All right. So, actor in a leading role. Nominees. We got Austin Butler for Elvis, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Well, Paul Mescal for After Sun, and Bill Nighy for Living. Has anybody seen any of these movies?
Can you name just the movies again?
Elvis,
no.
The Banshees of Inisherin,
no.
The Whale,
no.
After Sun,
no.
Living.
The Banshees of Ed Sheeran.
Inisherin, almost. I do want to watch that one. I was the same dude who did in Baruch.
I recognize The Whale and that title that you just read off. Those are the 2 I want to see, but I don't recognize the other one.
I saw The Whale.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is not on there?
Well, no, not for actor in a leading role.
Oh, okay.
So
Brendan Fraser better take that, man. I love the resurgence of Brendan Fraser.
Why am I hearing that so much, but I saw like no promotion for The Whale?
Really?
I saw nothing for The Whale, but everyone's like, this is one of the greatest movies that's ever been created.
All right, because they don't, so because of, I think, my opinion, because of streaming, we don't get advertised a lot of movies. Like, when is the only time we really see movie trailers is when we sit down to watch them on purpose, or when we go to the movies.
I watch sports a lot, and they usually like show trailers and stuff. But I haven't seen shit.
You wouldn't see The Whale or Banshees of Inisherin in any sports things because they're like movies. They're like films.
But also like The Whale, if I'm correct, it's an A24 film, right?
Yes, it is.
So A24 is
it's
very word of mouth. Like that studio, like when they drop something, like people, like at least the fans, they know it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Pat, did you watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I tried and then I just couldn't.
Well, guess what? When I make you watch Black Swan for next week, do I need to come over to your house to make sure you watch it? Is that what I'm gonna have to do?
Yes, because I promise you. You know what? Just don't even like knock on his door. Just go peer through his window. I promise you, he's gonna be pacing around in circles, looking down at his phone, like something's going off in the microwave. I don't know.
We tried to do this for another movie where I was like, Pat. All right. So anyway, point is I've only seen one of those movies. Wah. So God, let's just jump to actress in a supporting role. I'm not even gonna do supporting. Actually, actor in a supporting role, we got Banshees of Inisherin again, Causeway, The Feeblemans, and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ooh.
At least that one is Ki Hu Kwan, who I think is a short round Wayman. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
that's a good supporting role.
He better take it. Yeah, that was it. He was great.
Playing multiple
He was
versions.
great.
Actresses in a leading role, yeah, we do get Michelle Yeoh for Everything
course.
Everywhere All at Once.
That movie deserves it.
Kate Blanchett in Tar, I heard was really good, but I haven't seen Tar. And anyway, I'm skipping down. Animated feature films.
Oh.
We got fucking Pinocchio, Marshall the Shell with shoes on, Puss in Boots, The Sea Beast,
Puss in Boots
and
is gonna
Turning
take
Red. Give it to Turning Red.
Puss in Boots is gonna take it.
Yeah, it is. Turning Red was fucking great. It's
I ain't gonna see that yet.
oh man, it's a new Pixar joint. It's good.
So nothing from Woman King?
Damn, dude.
Woman King's not an animated feature
man.
film.
No, but for leading female artists.
Oh nope.
I didn't see anything for. I feel like some Pixar movies come out now, and I don't even know about them.
It's because the only time you're seeing movie trailers is when we choose to watch them, or when we go to the movies.
But that's not true though, because like there's some movies that are marketed like everywhere. Like you
It'll
go
be on YouTube.
Yeah,
or
you go
you'll
on
see it on
YouTube.
Instagram.
You'll see them on.
Angela Bassett didn't
But,
do
like-
anything either?
Not for
Angela
actors.
Bassett did the
Pixar movies
thing.
used to be like any time a Pixar movie was dropping, that was like big news. I feel like there's been so many that have hit. Like every Pixar movie has hit, but I feel like it's not like marketed like it used to be.
I agree with you with that.
Well,
But then again, my thing like where I go to
maybe it's the algorithm.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I would also say that but I remember back in the day when I was watching sports stuff that would showcase Pixar movies, but I don't see that many Pixar movies nowadays.
Yeah.
And all right, finishing it out. We're gonna go to documentary, short film editing. God, just give me fucking movies. International films. This one's gonna piss some people off. International films. All Quiet on the Western Front.
I really want to see that.
Argentina, Close, EO, and The Quiet Girl.
Damn,
What movie's missing?
RRR didn't make it.
Right? Where the fuck is RRR
Where
at?
the fuck is RR?
Where's RRR at?
I don't like the Oscars. Fuck the Oscars.
But wait, what was the one? Oh, I really want to see All
Quiet on the Western.
I think I'm gonna do.
It sounds boring by the
Yes.
But,
What?
okay, so
Yo,
it's the perspective of World War II, but from
Germany.
from the German military. So it was one of those books that was like required reading back in the day. I didn't read it back in the day because they didn't make reading fun, but I want to now. I think I'm going to do the book club for it, and then I want to react to it. I really want to react to it.
So it's the book from the Germany standpoint?
It's a perspective from a German soldier, just like just a normal guy, and just like.
So
I don't know anything about it. I haven't read the book. I haven't seen the movie. So, but
Fuck, we were wrong.
Are we Nazis now?
All I know is that it's from the perspective of Germany.
All right, we got two more categories. The last one is, or the second to last is music original song. We got Applause from Tell It Like a Woman. We got Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. We got Lift Me Up from Black Panther. Ooh. We got Not To from RRR. And we got This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Honestly, Top Gun music was pretty fire.
It was, but I mean, I feel like RRR needs. So this is the Academy doesn't. They're not really rating this shit. Anyway, RRR needs to win, and RRR should have been in for Best Picture. And here we are for the top category, the last one anyone gives a shit about, Best Picture.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Nominees for Best Picture are All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Feebleman, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangles of Sadness, and Woman King.
Yeah!
That's nice.
I haven't seen Woman King.
Woman King's good.
Woman King's good.
I haven't seen it
You gotta do it for the
see
homies.
that. You said do it for the homie, bruh.
So who do you guys think's gonna win?
I hope Woman King, but I know they're not gonna do it.
I know Woman King's not gonna win. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna pick the most Tootsie movie.
You don't know.
Yes.
How do you know?
That's what the Oscars is always about.
Remember, he's good at code names.
All right, bet. Tell me the most Tootsie movies.
All right.
What do you mean? Wait, what? A Tootsie? Tootsie movie?
Like the nose in the air type of movie. People was like
Okay. Snooty.
snooty movie. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna be all quiet on the Western Front because that's from the Germans' perspective, and then United States wouldn't do it like that.
Right there you go.
Yes, okay. I don't think it's gonna be all quiet on the Western Front.
What is this category?
This is best picture.
Best picture.
Oh fuck! I missed
So
it.
I think it's gonna be. Here it is. I already got it. You guys are ready? The Triangle of Sadness. That's what's gonna win.
You think so?
Honestly, I could see that. That's one. That's a very Oscar title.
That is exactly.
Oscar bait. I think
Can you? I'm sorry. Can you?
Yeah, all right. Last time since Mickey was Mickey, you paying attention?
Yes, I am.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay.
Avatar: The Way of Water. The Banshees of Inisherin. Elvis. Baz Luhrmann on that joint. Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Feeblemans. Tar. Top Gun. Triangles of Sadness. Woman King. My bad. Oh no. I thought I did an Oscars. I said Woman King. That's actually Women Talking.
You fucked up. You
Hey,
messed
don't hire
up.
me for the Oscars. I will shit
I'm
the
giving
bed.
it to Everywhere All at Once, but I can see Triangle. Just
Yeah, I
'cause
was saying the same thing.
I'm gonna give it to Everything Everywhere All at Once as well, but I'm gonna call it for Tar.
That's a good Tootsie title.
It is a Tootsie title.
I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think 3 times in theaters.
So
Three
amazing.
times?
So
It's-
Is that good?
Yes,
And
it's that good.
also-
Is that movie
It's-
in Korean or in English?
incredible.
Both.
Well, yeah,
Both?
both.
Also, I don't think it's Chinese.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
It is.
Right? Yeah.
Why won't you just watch it, Pat?
Because when I was trying to watch it, like I was trying to read the sub, because I can't watch a movie and read subtitles when I'm
Because
at
it
home.
requires him to be alone with his thoughts.
Can't be alone with those thoughts. All right, so here's the last thing before we talk about the movie. So no spoilers, Mickey, on AOT. But I want to talk about you and AOT. We will be spoiling you. Is that okay with you guys?
I don't care.
You sure?
Spidey, have you seen? You don't watch you, right?
I'm never ever gonna watch
Yeah,
that
I'm
show.
caught up to you until.
For anyone out there watching,
next
we're
part
about
starts.
to get into spoiler
Hold on.
territory for you, at least, not Attack.
No,
on
he
Titan.
watches you, so we don't try to spoil.
Well, how far are you caught up? You just
They didn't drop the new set, right?
they did.
They did.
You haven't
did?
watched the new set yet?
Nope.
Okay, well then, fact. We're gonna skip that. I just want to say something about AOT completely,
Yeah.
which is, I hate the way you're releasing it. I hate it. Stop releasing it this way. This is a direct call to whoever's in charge of Attack on Titan. Stop it.
Hey man, I would love for them. Yeah, I
Stop
kind
it.
of agree. We know it's gonna take a long time, and that's fine. But just like complete it and just dump
Yeah,
it. You know,
you're
like,
making me care less.
but you know, you gotta leave them wanting more. It's good to.
It's not, but like, think about, or have we been talking about it? Think about how good that last episode was. So for those who don't know, they did Attack on Titan and they had a big break. I think the last time we watched was in 2020, and they just came out with
This show's been on for like a decade.
a like hour-long episode that covers 2 chapters in the manga, and like I loved it. Thought it was A1. I thought it was great, but because they're releasing it this way, I no longer care now. Like, I'm not gonna care until the next 2 weeks before the next one comes out.
Really, I care.
I know, but like, but have we been talking about it? Has it been
you're
the
right,
talk in the
you're right,
office?
you're right,
the-
you're right.
they're losing the hype because there's such big breaks.
I don't think they're losing the hype. I think it's just like there's not much to. I mean, a lot of big things happened, but there's not a whole lot to talk about. It was just like, oh, this happened, this concluded, kind of thing. But oh god, it's so good. It's just so good. And I'm dedicating myself to learn a certain piano piece before it comes back in the fall.
I think you can say the name of the piano piece.
Oh yeah, My War.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one.
Spidey, you're not a Attack on Titan guy, are you?
Man, but I've heard so much about it. I really
Bro.
want to watch it. Between that and My Hero, because everyone says My Hero has the best fight
Here's the
choreography
thing.
drawing, like animation.
There's some in Attack on Titan that absolutely shit. There's a specific
no,
draw.
that too.
There's a specific sequence in Attack on Titan that is like A1 anime in the last, I don't know how many years.
So, I'm gonna segue this into an interesting thing that I noticed last night when I was streaming. But yeah, Attack on Titan. My Hero has really good animation in the beginning seasons. It kind of, I don't know, it's debatable in the later seasons, but it's still very good. It's incredibly good. Both animes are like very, very good. But yeah, Attack on Titan will frustrate you though, because if you manage to catch up, you'll be like, damn, I need to read the manga. Like that's I still haven't done it, but that's the one anime that's it made me be like, I can't. I'm not waiting, but
I live with a person who knows.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if I can do that or how she's doing that.
I'm gonna shake her in her sleep and be like, tell me what happens.
So what I was gonna segue this into, I noticed. So I watched when I streamed last night. I watched some Coffeezilla videos.
Yeah.
And in my sidebar, I noticed an Illuminati video came out, Illuminati, like, and she did a video essay on Crunchyroll, and the title was like the anime monopoly that's like mistreating its animators or whatever. So I think she's about to go in, and I think I might like react to that one next.
That'd be a nice one.
But that's kind of the thing, is like when we're fed these animes, like it is incredibly gorgeous and the amount of work that goes into it. But in the back of my mind now, I know like, somebody was probably highly abused for this. You know, like, it gets tougher. It's getting tougher and tougher to like support this industry, to be honest with you. Because like it's amazing. They're incredible stories. I love it. Same thing with Hollywood, but Hollywood had like a big renaissance in their pay and like the strikes that happened. And I think something really major needs to happen in the anime world, because I love these stories and I love these shows, but watching them, I just can't help but sit with the feeling like somebody's being, not somebody, a lot of people are probably being mistreated for this to come out, you know?
Yeah.
Video games, like all media, really. It gets harder to consume as an adult, because like when you start making money and you realize how tough the world is, and just knowing that like people are out there being mistreated like this, it gets for me personally, it starts to get really tough to support it without feeling shitty.
Ooh.
You know?
Well, that kind of flows into this next thing, honestly. Hey, guys, we're going to be talking about the movie. We watch Hidden Figures. As you know, it is Women's Month, and so we're supporting women. And to keep 100% A1, we missed a day, so we will be watching an extra movie. Not as a group. We're not going to watch 2 movies, but like once we get into the next month, we're just going to also watch a woman-led movie. Who watched Hidden Figures out here in the chat? Who's actually following along with the movie club? If you're following in love with it too, let me know.
Comment.
Because we're super enjoying it.
Know.
But yeah, I wanna talk about this movie. What did let's just get high concept. What did you think? Concept. Yeah, like what did you think?
Really? I thought it was really good. I never knew any of these people. Like obviously when you learn about the space, you only learn about Aaron Glenn or Glenn Johnson. What's his name?
It was John Glenn, right?
John Glenn. Yeah, John Glenn. So that's the only person like you really think about it when you think about space or whatever. So like
or just NASA as like a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know. But to see how it was 3 women, 3 black women, that was dope. And the roles that it played into the whole thing of making NASA what it is now, that was cool. I also really liked Miss Vaughn. She was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
She reminds me of my mom.
Octavia? That's because Octavia brings that energy.
She has heavy mom energy.
What did you think about it, Spidey?
Yeah, I loved it. It was it's moving, like not finding out of like each of these individuals and the pivotal role they played in America getting to space. Mm-hmm. And then realizing that I never learned any of that growing up. You learn about like Buzz Aldrin. We only learned about like when we made it to the moon.
Who made it, yeah.
Not just getting to space, you know what I mean?
And it's like a footnote too, right?
Yeah,
right,
it's like the first person
crazy.
in space, but that's not as cool as first person on moon, but it's like, that was the first dude. Like, he put his life on the line just,
was crazy.
just to break the atmosphere.
Hold on, time out. And let's give credit where credit's due.
Well, yeah.
The first man in space was fucking Gary Govovich. I don't know his fucking name, but the Russian dude, bro. But no, Marquette knows. The first man in space was a Russian. And like,
right.
America's hubris was like, how the fuck they do that? Fucking did it, bro.
Yeah.
They used to have respect for Russia a little bit. Not anymore. Get your shit together. Anyway.
I loved it. I loved it. My favorite, I talked to Chris about this already. He noticed it, but one of my favorite things about the movie was like this visual aesthetic choice that they made that made such a statement. I didn't notice it till about like 3/4 of the way into the movie, but when I noticed it, it like blew my mind. So they found a really clever and cheeky way to kind of like point a middle finger to the term colored people, because it's like super racist, super derogatory. But if you notice, the temperature of the whole movie is very neutral. And if you notice, all of the white people are wearing very neutral colors. But all of the black characters in the movie, they're very vibrant. They're wearing colorful clothing. They're wearing very vivid lipstick. So they literally like transform themselves into colorful people. And so it was just, I was like, that was a great way to kind of just say fuck you to that phrase and also make it like an aesthetic of the movie. And it was like, that was really badass. Yeah.
That first scene where Kevin Costner as Al Harris is addressing everybody, and it's the first time Catherine's in the room. She is wearing this like bright green outfit, and she's at like this end of the frame. And then it's all white dudes in all white and black shirts, all leading up to Kevin Costner talking, and he's in a white shirt. And like, the whole room, it just like points right down to her, like little splash of color, which is really good filmmaking. I was also saying or my opinion on it is, I liked it a lot. I almost got emotional at the end. I used to be still are kind of a huge space nerd. I used to like all the planets have symbols. I used to draw them all in my notebooks and like learn about the planets and shit, because I thought that stuff was really cool. I think I wanted to like this, and this isn't, listen to what I'm saying, internet, and don't take it the wrong way. The filmmaking on it was very simply done, and I think that part was great about it, because the story spoke so much, the acting spoke so much, and the set design spoke so much. When I'm talking about the filmmaking, I'm talking about like the editing, the like is very. When I say it's simple, I'm not saying it's like rudimentary. I'm saying it did exactly what it needed to do without doing anything extra, and that kind of added to the movie, which kind of inspired me to watch that and be like, oh, like if the story's good enough, anybody can make it. Like it could have been a play, and it would have been done really, really well. You know what I mean?
It felt like a play, yeah.
And I really like that aspect about it. I also like that it ties into something. I won't use any of the common terms that I typically use, but I will say this, that history in America and around the world wants to diminish people's participating in things. When you look back at history, I think a lot of it wants you to think, and this isn't any offense to white men, but a lot of it was led by like strong white men, and like it doesn't contribute all of the other factors that worked into it. Even if you looked at like Alan Turing, who was a queer man who helped invent computer code and helped break the Enigma coding from the Germans, helped us win World War II, and he's a gay dude. And we don't fucking talk about that a lot, right? Like you don't know about that in history books until now. You got to go to the museums to find this out. You have to dive deeper into history. A statue isn't going to tell you. We've probably seen statues of Buzz Aldrin. I think he went to Purdue actually, or either him or I almost said Lance Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. One of them went to Purdue. So you can see like statues of these people. That's not telling you the history. You got to dive into it deep, or someone needs to make a movie about it. In America, because of that, it hurts us all. It means that you could be a young colored kid growing up not knowing what you could accomplish because you didn't know that it was already accomplished before you until you dive in super deep. It should be overtly told to everyone that people of color, queer people, women, all of these people have contributed majorly to all of us getting here to where we're at now. So very inspirational. I thought it was tight.
The movie works on so many layers. Like it really takes a second to like simmer with it, because it's not about any one particular issue. It's as much about racism as it is about sexism, as it is about nationalism. Like, and it's just this perfect blend, because like even white women didn't have it great at that time. But you see,
but at least y'all won black women.
Exactly. You see the white women kind of like eyeing the black women. It's just so complex, because you have these like scientists that are like so highly educated, and just the sheer juxtaposition of this moment for humanity. We're about to break the atmosphere and go into literal space. Like we think about aliens and we're like, anybody that can make it into space, surely they have their shit together. But here we are,
boy.
In 2023,
you got a separate coffee pot. Son.
Like 70 years later, we're still not there yet. But like one thing I really not enjoyed, that's the wrong thing to say it, but like when you see period pieces, racism is always portrayed like very aggressively, which there was a lot of that in this movie too.
There's a lot of subtle racism.
Yes. They portrayed the casual racism really, really well. Like the perfect example is like when she asked that white lady for the bathroom the first time, and she's on the phone, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have no idea where the colored bathrooms are."
Yeah, and
it's just like it was just like so ingrained in this. It still is, but like it was so bad back then. It was like this like. It was just this like blanket in the air of just like hatred and fear and unsureness, and it just, I don't know. It was really well done.
Did you guys? So I was like, damn, America's had issues with bathrooms for a long time. We need to get our shit together. These bathrooms where people are going to poop and pee. There's little stalls on all of them. Who cares?
I did think the one scene, like when Taraji goes off about like her trips to the bathroom, the next scene is like the white man breaking down the color, and I was like, all right.
So one scene I really enjoyed was the girl from Glass Out Knives.
Janelle
Monáe.
Yes.
Dude, she's so good.
She's so good.
She's an act more, bro.
She's
also
ridiculously good.
Steven Universe. Everybody who messes with Janelle Monáe, Steven Universe.
What's that?
It's a cartoon, and she does one of the voices.
I did not know that.
And also, she has a dope ass song in it because she's Janelle Monáe. So
yeah, I was about to say I like her music. I had no idea she'd been acting for so long. Yeah,
I had no idea who she was before Glass Onion.
Yeah, I did not know either.
No, that's not Janelle Monáe. I take that back. It's Estelle. My bad. Janelle Monáe's not British.
I had heard the name Janelle Monáe, but I didn't know who that person was or what they were known for.
But
you know, Tightrope.
I'm sure I've heard her music. I'm bad with names. Like I literally can't.
So Pat, one of your scenes was at the courtroom, right?
Yeah, the courtroom. It was just how she came in there. Like usually she came in there polite. Like she knew that she had to come in there with her.
She had to kiss some ass.
Kiss ass, be calm, and like don't show any hostility. But when she was being direct, she was being polite at the same time. And she's like, and that sucks because other races don't get that. They don't have to do that. They could just be direct, and people don't think that is impolite.
The only way she got what she wanted is she had to play to his vanity.
Play to his vanity, and she did with that. Just be like research him and understood, like knew what his motivations are, because like he was always the first. And so, like, play to his vanity. If it was anyone else, I don't think you didn't have to do any of that research, and you still could have got what you wanted. It would just suck that she would have had to go that extra step.
Yeah, she wanted to go to an all-white school, basically, and had to talk him into being the first one to allow that.
And he also said something that I think resonates really hard today. He said, I don't care what the federal government says. I don't care what the laws say. He's like, the law in Virginia is the law in Virginia, and it will stay segregated. Federal government already had mandated after Brown versus Board of Education, that schools can't be segregated anymore. And he straight up sat there and was like, not here. Does that sound mildly familiar to anybody?
We were watching this stand-up. We were watching this stand-up like a few weeks ago. There's a joke in there about like Arizona football was segregated to like the 70s.
Bro.
Like it wasn't. It was like 1971 before they were like
Alabama.
I'm sorry, Alabama.
Yeah, which they're just like, oh yeah. Well, fun fact. I mean, we'll talk about the whole slavery thing and probably some other point, but they didn't stop having slaves, like officially, like last person in actual slavery until World War II. There was just a place where they were like, it still happens. We'll just get around to it. Anyway, so I did enjoy that. I also enjoy the portrayal of the white people in the movie because none of them overtly had to say the N-word to be racist. And I think when you tell anybody that, hey, your grandma's probably racist, they get a little upset, and it's like, all right, my grandma's a little racist too. She's old. If you're older, you kind of got some older tendencies. And like, if you're a white person that lived in America, the majority of the chances probably is that you were racist. And when Kirsten Dunst's character was like, well, I got nothing against y'all. She was like, I know that you think that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure that you probably believe that.
And that's that
was a great line.
And that's the thing. Like,
and this is, some great stuff.
It almost seemed like when Kevin Costner takes the colored sticker off the coffee pot, it almost seemed like everybody was just kind of complacent until somebody stood up and brought their attention to it, and then they were like, there
were some people there that they were just like,
this is messed up.
It's a normal coffee pot. It's like, Jesus, guys.
But it was the look on everyone's faces. Like whenever any of the ladies would do anything, like not even anything crazy, like they would do something super normal, and everybody was like, I like black people smart too.
For me, I thought that the scientists were just like when she walks into the Pentagon briefing room, they're just like, how is she in here?
What happened?
Like, she's a woman, and like how? I thought we put up the force field barrier. Like it's like when you put a sign up that says girls only, and a girl comes in, and you're like, how does she break the code? Like how does she do it?
It's kind of like a commentary to like the rules of society and the things that we establish. It's like it doesn't really mean anything. Like somebody needs to challenge it for things to change, so like it doesn't.
Oh my God,
right.
you just coming into my movie idea, my boy.
Before we get to Pat's pitch,
Pat's gonna start like parking in handicap spots and just be like, we need to change. Like, okay, guys.
Yeah, I'm just spitting the plant. Anyway,
Micky, you just hit the right buttons, buddy.
Before we get to Pat's pitch, I want to say two things. I think the movie does a really good job at showing that
I agree.
The biases that you have are just like in you. Like the judge is probably going to tell a story later in the future about like, well, I mean, I had some ideas, but I let a colored woman go to school once, and he's going to like wear that on his shoulders as like, like I'm not racist, and it's like, but yeah, you were. Yeah. And like anybody else in participating there is going to be like, well, we're not racist. We did this one thing for this one black person this one time. And it's like, you got to fight this power. And I think they even have Martin Luther King on the TV saying that like, we're doing America a favor because we're out here fighting this problem, and this problem for one is a problem for all. literally. Just because you can oppress one group doesn't mean that there won't be another group up behind them that you can't oppress. And I know some people don't feel the oppression until it's happening to them or to their group. But look at the way your society is treating people that you consider others or on the outside, and then look at how you're figuring into that. You should be able to look at modern day society and look at old society and see if you're the judge or you're the lady at the bookstore or at the library who doesn't want her in the colored section, or if you're the people out in the protest fighting for these other people's rights, even if it ain't got shit to do with you. I think the movie did a really good job at showing that.
Yeah. That was a great movie. Super duper good movie.
Yeah. So next movie is going to be Black Swan.
Black Swan.
Whoa.
Pat doesn't want to watch Black. Who's
never
seen
seen
Black
it.
Swan? Put your hand up if you've
I
seen
always
it.
wanted to and I never
It's
did.
not Keira Knightley. What's her name?
Natalie Portman and
Why am
Mila
I
Kunis.
confused?
And it's about
Because
a
those are the
ballerina,
big
right?
lookalike.
It's about a ballerina.
Yeah.
Pat, what do you think? Just give me before your pitch. What's your hot take on the ballerina movie?
I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Is it Tootsie?
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those filmies Oscar
There's a little
movie
tootsie.
that's going to be in the nose in the air, and it's all going to be about ballerina.
It's going to be a thinker.
It's an art. It's an art piece, from what I understand. The movie.
Like I'm going to have to.
I think it's like one of her. Didn't she win like an Oscar for that?
I don't remember.
She won
it
awards
sounds
for
like
this role.
she would win.
This is one of
This
her.
is the one that they were like, she cut her hair off for it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
Pat,
that was V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah, also a good one.
I don't know. Well, listen. I think you're gonna like it.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Do I have to watch it with you for you to watch it?
You don't trust me to watch it?
Hey,
I watch all
hey,
these movies.
Hey,
You do. You've been all right. So let me leave you alone.
The next month, give Pat a whole month, and we'll watch the movies Pat wants to watch. Let's see what happens.
Movie month.
Let's see what
Pat, when's
happens.
your
We'll see where
birthday?
it goes.
October 21st.
Okay, October.
Okay, I don't know if we can wait all the way until October. I'll do you one before October.
That's the scary month. It's got to be before. Or
I mean,
Yeah.
we're in March. It's St. Patrick's Day. No, I'm kidding.
It is very true. So, anyway, we're gonna watch that movie. Pat, I think you're going to enjoy it. Just the only thing I ask is you just give it a shine.
I'll give it a shot.
Bet.
I'll give it a shot.
And so, what's your movie pitch, Pat?
All right, so it started off as a Pat Ponders.
Like they always do.
Yeah, but then it became a movie because Mickey hit the right button. I feel like we need to hit a reset. Like this whole world just needs to hit a reset. So about like one person needs to come out there and just challenge the man, challenge everything. So, but the only way we can really challenge that is to also play the game. So it needs to be a billionaire.
Okay. A good billionaire. This is already a stretch for a movie. I'm interested.
This is an ethical billionaire.
No, it's not an ethical billionaire.
Okay.
Okay, it's not an ethical billionaire, but he has a vision and
Hold on. Okay, one last question. Is he an asshole?
Like
You will view him as an asshole, but he has a vision.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, he has a vision. Then his vision is to do a whole global reset, meaning the way we've seen about life and how we saw it is all bullshit.
You're describing a villain.
No.
Anyways, the way he sees it is all bullshit, and he needs to racism is made up. Everything is just like capitalism is all bullshit, and like we've seen what the future could be with like in science fiction. So he wants to see it like that, where everyone just together. There is no like. It's all one currency. There's no regions. We are one planet.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So global government.
Global government. We all one planet.
One world government.
Okay. One world government. But we like each region still has its own nuances because I don't want to lose.
It's got its own culture and shit.
Yeah, I don't want to lose that either.
Okay.
But if you want to go from like you don't need to like if you want in China and you want to come to
There's no borders.
If you want to come to Canada, you don't have to go through a whole long process of visas and all that shit.
Just go.
Just go.
Okay.
All right.
Fucking do it.
Do it. So, but to do all this, there's things that need to be done because
What are those things?
So so the billionaire needs to get richer because he needs to buy power, and he also wants to about like
How much richer?
because he need like I'm talking about like way worse.
He should be a trillionaire.
But we're talking about like he needs to be the richest person in the world.
He needs double.
Yeah, because
double
and then
million.
$100 trillion.
But the
needs
money,
double
the
dollars.
money he's making is to fund a secret army, okay, and a secret organization.
Okay.
All right, it's all secret. All right, but everyone knows this is happening because they're voting for because like they know what's happening. Because all citizens know our dollars is going directly
Well, then
to
how
him.
is it a secret army?
Well, no, we just know that Pat's saying that we're just giving him money. We're just trusting him to do it.
Yeah, we're just trusting him to work to fix it.
We know there's an army being built.
We just trust. He's like trust the plan.
There's an organization, but it's like you know how like the Illuminati's kind of like you know how the Illuminati is. I feel like Illuminati was created secretly, and I feel like this.
I want to hear the things he has to do though.
He's going to have to get rid of the Illuminati.
Okay, so he's building an army. What's he using the army for?
Not just an army, but he's also building an organization like NASA. He's building he's building like another, like not just NASA, like another like CIA.
Can he be a woman?
It could be a woman. I don't care who the billionaire is. Okay. All right. So, but the billionaire is going to create this organization, and it needs to get, because one of the biggest goals is get rid of religion. We got to abolish religion. All right.
Okay.
But how you going to abolish religion?
Yeah.
You got to be the richest motherfucker, and then you got to take down religion.
Okay, so what happens if he catches like someone praying?
Religion in a headlock.
What it means is you gotta take
churches
you're taking down like the high priestess, like the people in there. So this is the organization.
What's happening? What is he doing to these people?
They're killing people.
We're killing the Pope. We're killing the Dalai Lama. We're killing.
Okay, keep going.
We're killing people.
Okay. It's like this is like a purge.
Yeah. So we
this could be in the purge.
This nigga's Palpatine. Y'all realize this, right? I mean, keep going. I want to hear.
This could be in the purge series.
So
keep going.
I want to get rid of all the religious figures out there. I want to get rid of, and this sounds horrible, but it needs to be done. But we do need to get rid of like some of the temples, some of them, because we're trying to get, because religion causes a lot of problems.
Okay, so we're taking out all the churches.
Not all the churches, because we still need, because again, I want to keep culture, and I want people to still be able to pray.
Wait, which culture?
Whatever culture their culture is.
But we're knocking all the churches down.
Wait, how can we have religion if we want to get rid of it though?
Yeah,
we can't.
We can keep the churches because they're like culturally significant, but no one's doing religion. They're just like museums.
Yeah, museums.
But so wait, we're keeping the churches. We're knocking down all the other stuff.
No, churches, mosques, all those stay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're just taking out the big one because it's a significant thing because we're trying to get rid of religion.
All right, what else?
All right, so then we also need to get rid of some of the big horrible billionaires out here who have power in the political system.
So he's killing the other billionaires too.
He's killing all the other billionaires, and they have to go. And then we also got to get rid of some of the politicians out here. And I'm talking about not just America.
All around the world.
All around the world.
Okay. And what else?
And all that too.
We got to get rid of that. And then what we need to do is we need to reset everything, meaning education is going to get reset.
So we're re-educating people.
Re-educating. Everyone gets the same level of education. Everyone gets the same access to education. All right. But the billionaire, to be able to do this, he needs to create infrastructure for that. So he's going to do that.
So all right. Communism.
I know you don't think that this is fascism, but it's super.
It's not fascism.
No. Okay, where are we going with this? We're okay. Hard reset. Where are we going?
What are we teaching people?
That means what we're teaching people is the old ways of what we're done, as far as like segregation, racism, capitalism. All right, it's like now it's changing how they were thought, the grown up. So we have to have a hard reset on education. So we're gonna have to bring that back, roll that into the system. All right, of a reset, and then we need to have. There's a huge focus on people when they're growing up in the education system is to level up, to keep leveling up, get your education, but to be more achievement based, not
grade based.
It's more not in grade based, but goals based. But it needs to, like, instead of that, you need to grow up or learn things that you want to learn, that you could make a difference. And otherwise, don't learn shit that's you're not gonna make a difference. Otherwise, you're wasting time.
Okay.
You got a lot of good ideas in here, man.
Okay.
All right. So then I just want to change how the education system is done a little bit.
And so this is a movie, you were saying. And at the end of the movie, just tell me what happens at the end.
And in the movie, the whole world is fixed. All right. And the billionaire is gonna get killed by his son.
So
hold on, what happens after the billionaire gets killed by his son?
Because the one mistake the billionaire made was he spoiled his son.
Having a son.
Okay.
He had a son. He spoiled his son, and now his son feels he owns this world.
And it's gonna revert back to the way things were. Oh my
god! And the moral of the story is he should have watched out.
He should never had the son.
Oh, that's the moral.
That's the moral.
So don't have children. So let me get this straight. You are resetting the world. So people are gonna forget about the old capitalism, but you want to reteach capitalism, but the correct way.
I want because you still need capitalism in the world.
Do you?
Right. So you want to eradicate?
No. You need a hybrid capitalism.
No. So you want to eradicate capitalism, but then reteach it to people, but like correctly.
Correctly.
Okay. And then.
I don't think I was teaching capitalism. I was just.
That was just for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever the old knowledge was, but you want to reteach the old knowledge, but
No, I don't want to reteach the old knowledge.
Okay.
I just want to maybe take some of the old knowledge, but
so Chad has said
multiple types.
No, we've gone from Star Trek to Star Wars to Warhammer to like I don't know. They're saying you're describing things that like
you have indeed described Star Wars at least 3 times.
Elements
For
of
real?
these stories.
Yes.
Yeah,
this is what Star Wars is about.
There's gonna commit some.
Sorta.
There's gonna be some genocide in there. There's gonna be one ruler. They're gonna make all
I
the
like
rules.
the twist though. I like the twist though. Like he manages to fix the world, but because he spoiled his own son, it's a cycle repeats.
Yeah, because he spoiled his own son, he gets slayed by Vader, and then everything goes back to the way it should be.
I do
because
like that twist.
all the reins of power are already in one person's hand. It just takes one other person to step up and take them back.
That's all you gotta do.
I do like that twist.
Well, I think it's an interesting movie. I think.
But don't you think a billionaire? If we had $1 billion,
No.
a billionaire, like
No.
we could just let's prop $1 billion to be super rich and just make him control everything.
No.
Help it. Come on.
What one
So you
person is
wanna
gonna get
be-
everybody
You want-
vote?
if someone is telling you every
whole
single
world.
thing to do, you don't.
But we trust him.
Hold on, real
he
quick.
has the best interest of us.
Who do we trust that?
You want the entire world controlled by one family, one person.
Not family.
one person.
But
One
you
dude
know,
with no kids.
there's
What, is that
like
a
just
monarchy?
checks and balances. There's checks and balances. Like he's just not.
How? You just said one. Listen.
He's
Yeah,
going to
there's
control
one person, there's
everything.
no-
He's going to create. There's organizations out there that's going to.
So I think what you're actually describing might actually be a patriarchy, very legitimately, because he would be the patriarch of the whole entire family.
Yeah.
I don't. You have freedoms that you want to do. You are a unique person. You want to think and believe what you want to think and believe, right? I already know you. I know that you don't like following rules. I kind of think you like this line of thinking because it's antithetical to the other regular lines of thinking. How do you think you would fare in this universe where one dude is telling everybody exactly what to do?
But if I trust him,
I think we
will
should
listen
tax
to him.
There's a big if. There's a big if there.
Yeah.
What if you don't trust him and he's the one that
But
gets
then
the
I'm not
money?
going to put him in power.
It's not your one vote.
Yeah, right? You think
Who's gonna
everyone
get
on the planet's not going to
everyone's
vote for him? There's going to be some people who don't vote for him.
It doesn't matter because at the end it all falls apart anyways. That was the point.
Yeah, we gotta get there
So
for it to
what's the
fall apart.
message?
No,
We can't change things.
The messages don't have kids.
The messages don't spoil your
Don't
kids.
love children.
Don't spoil.
Don't spoil your kids.
Don't spoil your
Damn.
kids.
Such. Well, I think that's actually a pretty good place to end it.
Yeah.
It's 11:15. Look, guys, don't spoil your kids. Hold on. We need a title for this movie first before we leave.
What do you mean?
Oh,
For the
remember I told you the other day, all it takes is just $1 billion to solve all our problems.
Yeah.
This is
How
how I thought of
about
this.
how
You really
about
think that, though, don't you?
hidden?
I
something-
really
something
do
hidden.
think that.
Okay. Well,
Because we just need a guy with a good heart, billionaire.
you're describing
Ooh,
Jesus.
that's it. That's the
How about-
title.
how about
the movie
hit-
title is A Guy with a Good Heart.
Oh, yeah. Also, fun fact, Pat, I don't know if you know this, but in the Bible, they talk about the Antichrist a lot. And it says that he will be a dude who will purportedly be able to solve all of the world's problems. But really what he's doing is bringing about the apocalypse. So let's just say that people who don't care and they want him to do it. All Christians, anyone who thinks themselves as a good Christian, would see that guy as the Antichrist, and this dude would probably have to kill all those Christians, thus by genociding, thus by
That's why we
proving
gotta
all
get
their
rid of
points.
religion. We have to get rid of
Shit
religion.
can't be wild,
It'd be
bro.
a really
Dude,
good
you just
episode
added
where
a
they choke out the
whole-
Pope.
You just added a whole layer to that book that I was reading, the 3 Body Problem.
Yeah.
There's a character like that in the book where, like, I won't explain all of it, but basically, in a nutshell, like, he was tasked to, like, save the world, but secretly he was planning to destroy the solar system because
That's a big jump.
Oh, shit.
He was like, you know what? Fuck it here.
because like it was because aliens were coming, so they were like save us from the aliens, but he was nihilistic about it, and it's just anyways, you just added a whole another layer to that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. The name of the movie is A Good Guy with a Good Heart.
A guy with a good heart.
A Guy with a Good Heart. I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
how
let
about
us know what you think about the movie.
The Good Billionaire.
The Good Billionaire. Please participate in the movie club. We find it very fun. We're watching Black Swan. Black Swan!
Black Swan!
And we will see you at the next episode. I'm going to get up and press the button.
Peace. Wait for the raid. Wait, no peace. Don't leave.
Hold on.
Skibbity beep,
Raid. Raid.
Go for the raid. Can I drink this now?
Yeah, you have some.
Raid.
Go for it, big dog.
Talking Normies podcast.